Okay, so that was really weird. The lights flickered like that, and then it knocked out the cable. Anyway, I had to wait for the cable to reboot so that it would reconnect. It can never be easy. Anyway, I was on Taylissa. I just want to make sure that I want to finish Taylissa, and then if I skipped you or I didn't get to yours from the last one, if you can send the question here with purple hearts. Okay, so what's happening in March with Sagittarius? So something nice may be going on around work. You've got the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles around a creative project, being well compensated, feeling very financially stable or more financially stable at that point. Lover's card is here. So in the month of March or by March, there could be a new love that enters your life that brings in, well, okay, this may be separate. Learning a new area of study, a new business opportunity, this may have something to do with what happened here. Being better compensated, financial stability around a creative project, this is all going on. At the same time, there could be a new love interest that comes in that slow and steady wins the race. It's a soulmate connection. Could be with a Gemini, and you're going to have choices. The month of March should be pretty active for you. No longer holding yourself back. New love comes in and nice business stuff comes in that pays off. Allison, will I get BBL next year? And if so, how does it go? I'm only getting a 33% chance that you're getting it done next year. So, I mean, it could be late in the year. That may be why. It's not coming up strong enough for me to say yes, definitely yet. Anthony, what do the cards want to say about my life now? You should have some financial stability coming in around a job. I don't know if you got a job yet, but it looks like financial stability comes in around a job that makes you feel like finally the hard work I've put out into the universe is now coming back to me. With the Six of Pentacles, you should be getting pretty good compensation for whatever job it is that you're working at. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. It also looks like the love cup is full in the near future, possibly with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's ambition around money coming in. You should have a nice job opportunity coming in, being guided by the divine. Moon, what is this person's energy towards me? Growth and transformation. Urieli, what's coming in towards me in love? You got an Aries coming in and a Virgo coming in around love. The love cup is full. Yeah, at some point you might have to make a decision between these two. But you have a wish around love and you have two people coming in, Aries and Virgo. They may be very different types, but I think you might be interested equally in both of them. New chapter. What are Philip's intentions towards me? Is he serious? Let's see. I think his intentions are serious. Two of Cups, and things change for the better between the two of you pretty quickly. You guys have a nice connection, and you have divine guidance helping this relationship along. I think things are going to move forward with him quickly, like soon, before the end of the year. Um, Daniela, will I be financially stable by next year? Yeah, I think you will. 70% chance yes, but you got the financially stable card showing up. I think so. Bree, general love this week. Okay. All right, generally speaking, this week you should feel like a calm sense of peace and tranquility over your life. You have the Magician, so you may be confident in your ability to manifest situations or create opportunities that you want, which may make you feel good. You also have a wish, put it out into the universe. You may be undecided about something, and you could be going back and forth about a decision that you need to make. When it comes to love this week, if you're not with anyone, a Taurus shows up. If you are with someone, the current relationship you're in has got a spiritual connection and long-term possibility, regardless of whether it's a new relationship or an established one. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children. If you haven't heard from somebody in a while and you've been hoping to hear from someone, you should get that call relatively soon. And you should have choices around you. The Two of Swords with the Seven of Cups, you may have issues making a decision this week. Adriana, is he dealing between the move, or is he just being patient? Okay, so he's dealing. Okay, let's see. I think that he's just trying to be patient. I also think that he's trying to let things unfold in his life naturally without trying to force anything. He's got happiness coming in around him. Things are going to fall into place. Let me go back up to the top. Valentina, general love for next week. Listen to your intuition next week. If you've been waiting to hear from somebody from the past, you might want to let go of that, because this card is like, the Eight of Cups in reverse is like not making a decision, hey, I'm walking away from this person, but it's like I'm intuitively kind of pulling your energy back. So you may find yourself doing that this week. And with the intuition card followed by the Eight of Cups in reverse, it could be like pulling your energy back because you feel like it's going nowhere, but you're just kind of disconnecting intuitively. Anyway, moving past that, you're prepared and you're no longer holding yourself back. I think something new is happening for you. You've got happiness and transformation, growth and transformation around your love life. Possible people. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and a Scorpio is here. So let's see what happens. You might have some new faces next week. Priscilla, general reading between me and the Virgo. Okay, listen to your intuition. This relationship should at least be coming back into balance, and it could even be strengthening. I'm not seeing a ton of love here right now. There are no love cards. Doesn't mean it's not going to develop. It just may not be there just yet. But strength is coming in, balance, and you should be feeling a little bit of relief around this situation. So something should be moving forward. Even if it's not full-blown passionate love just yet, things should be moving forward relatively soon. Empress, general. You've got the sun coming out over your life. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Could be going back to school or learning a new area of study, whatever it is, it would be positive. Anxiety is moving into the past for you, which is a good thing. You should be feeling a little bit of relief coming up. Or like at least things are moving and happening, and the anxiety starts to dissipate. Dream girl, love. Okay, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can finally exhale. The love cup is full. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also may have somebody from your past returning. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be an old love or an old flame. It could be anybody from your past. So you have a couple of options. If you are currently with someone, your current relationship will be moving forward. You should be feeling relief around the situation, and somebody from your past is still returning. It doesn't make a difference. It could be an old friend. You could run into an old coworker. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be life-altering. You have a wish, though, when it comes to love. Put it out into the universe. Happiness is coming in around your love life, and finally, you're going to start to feel like the hard work I've put out into my love life is now starting to come back to me. So that's a good thing. Be wise. What intentions have the Aries for me? Okay. Aries, the communication should pick up between you and the Aries. Right there. And a lot more communication. So things should be stabilizing at least around communication between you and the Aries. Empress. What are Adam's next actions towards me? I don't know when the last time you spoke to him was, but it looks like he's walked away from this situation and he's holding himself back, but he will reach out to you. The thing is that with those two cards, first, it could be a little while before you hear from him, but you should hear from him at some point within the next, I don't know, couple of weeks or so. But he may be pulling his energy back, or he's walked away for some reason. Ronnie, what do you mean by perseverance around the Sag? Okay, let's see. He may be all right, the perseverance and persistent card. He may be looking to get not give up. You got the Lovers card here. You also have a wish around the situation, and you've got the Four of Wands. So he may be persisting around his connection to you in the near future, and he may be hard to get rid of. Ronnie, my vacation got cut short because they begged me to come back. Because idiots can't function without me. Did I make a mistake by saying yes? Before I ask the cards, I would have done the same thing. Let me tell you that. I definitely would have done the same thing. Law of attraction reasons, I would say you made a mistake because taking care of yourself should come first. And if you go against your needs should come before anyone else's in order for the universe to then treat you like that, right? So I would say, according to the law of attraction, yes, I would have done the same thing. But let's see what the cards say. They say, yeah, the cards agree that it was a mistake, but it's not a bad mistake for your job. It's actually good in your job's eyes. To me, what's bad about it is it's like the universe, you know? And I feel like most of us, I think most people tend to take care of other people, places, and things before themselves, which is then why the universe reflects that back. So that's why I think it's a bad thing. In the eyes of your job, I think it was a good thing. You know, like they would have seen that as being good. But the thing is that now they're always going to think that they can call you back and you're going to come. And then, you know what my dad said to me once? This is what my dad said to me. Whenever I would get called into work at A&P or whenever another teacher would ask me to cover, if I could do it, I always would. I would never say no because my idea was like also like for good karma, right? Like, oh, one day I'm going to need someone to cover for me on short notice, so I'll just do it. And then also because you know, if you have the opportunity to pick up extra hours and make extra money, why wouldn't you? I mean, what else am I doing? Sitting here doing nothing? So why wouldn't I? But my dad said, he goes, when you always say yes, the one time that you can't do it and you say no, that's what they remember. And they remember the one time that you can't do it. If you're a bitch and you don't ever do it, then the one time that you say yes, then they appreciate it more. And I was like, damn, you know, I never thought of it like that. But I definitely was the jackass at yoga. Definitely a jackass. I mean, I jackassed from one studio to the next. I mean, and these studios are not, 30 miles apart. Like, can I stay in one studio? No. And you know how many outfits I'd have to change clothes and, yeah. Pain in the ass. But anyway, yeah, I think it was a mistake in the universe's eyes, but not to your job. Anyway. Well, that's the thing. Feel bad, right? Yeah, I had a situation, happen once where somebody asked me for money. Like, I was at the gas station and somebody was like, I just got into a fight with my boyfriend. And this was an older woman. Like, she was older than me. I just got into a fight with my boyfriend and I don't have a way to get home. And at first I thought she was going to ask me for a ride. And I was like, I'm not going to drive this person home. I don't know who you are, or, you know. But she asked me for money. And I just gave it to her. Because, number one, I felt bad. And number two, I also thought one day I may be in that situation. Or one day, I was like, to me, I'm like, if I have the money on me, because there have been times where I don't have the money, where I don't have the money in my checking account, I've got nothing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm lucky enough to have the money. I'm just going to give it to her. So I did because I felt bad. Did I get scammed? Maybe, but you know what? At the end of the day, I go to bed at night knowing that maybe I helped somebody out. If I got scammed, what was it? $20? I'll live. I'll live. But that's the thing. You're right. You feel bad. I know. Me too. Me too. But then they give you a kick in the ass and nobody feels bad. I know because I've been on that end too. Tracy, why is John being distant? Okay. Why is John being distant? He may be dealing with some bad karma around him. Justice is in reverse. And he feels a little bit uprooted. He feels like he put a lot of hard work into something, didn't see a payoff. And he's feeling a delay around happiness. Whatever it is he's going through, he needs a little bit of space. I would just give him the space. Let him get through it. And then things will go back to normal. Anthony, how does the Capricorn chick feel and see me now? And what do the cards want to say about us? Okay. She sees you as attractive, well-balanced. She thinks that there's possibility for the Fool is like a new journey or starting a new journey together. Now, it might not be, I'm not seeing a whole lot of love here right now. That doesn't matter. It still may be like, you might feel like you've gotten somewhere and things are starting to progress. And it might not, like you could turn a corner with her pretty quickly. She's prepared for things to move forward. You got the Two of Cups here. More should happen with this situation. I'm so glad that somebody else showed up because it looks like she's pretty interested, or she will be interested. And things could be moving forward for the two of you. All right, let me go back up to the top. Jessica A., when will I hear from the Pisces? You should, early winter. I mean, it could be within the next 3 months, but early winter. I would say early winter. Mary, which day is better to message him, Thursday or Saturday? And what will be the outcome? Saturday comes up as a little bit better, but it doesn't look like you get a great response. Strength is in reverse, success is in reverse, and the Nine of Cups is in reverse. Like maybe he might not even answer you. It doesn't. The energy is not real great for communication between you and him right now. I don't know what's going on with the two of you, but if you were going to pick a day, I would say Saturday is better, but even still, Saturday doesn't look like a lot of communications happening. Allison, will I get my BBL next year? And if so, oh, I did that one. What happened? Did I lose my spot? Julie. What's wrong with Rich's thinking? I know you told me that he would be mad if he knew that I was talking to another guy, but he pushes me off. Well, the first thing that you got to realize is that there is no logic when it comes to matters of the heart. So one thing never has to equal another. There's no logic. Yeah, if he thought that you had choices around you and you are going to have choices around you, he would be annoyed by that. But he doesn't want to work on himself. He doesn't want to work on the relationship. He's got sharp energy around this situation, and he comes off as like he just wants to be left alone. Like he doesn't want to have to answer to anybody. Like that's just the way he's coming off. Which, you know, it's like you can't look at things logically when we're not dealing with something that's logical. And the way that he feels and like we had, like the head and the heart don't always match, and that's just it. If he thought that you were with someone else, he would be mad. But does he want to work on himself? No. Does he want to work on the relationship? No. So what do you want? But that's how people are. You know, it's like the woman that's like, you know, he lies to me, he cheats on me, he's nasty to me, I don't see him for days at a time, I haven't heard from him in 6 months, is he going to call? And it's like, well, what do you want him to call for? You just told me all the reasons why you don't want to be with him. But sometimes one thing doesn't equal another. So, and he's kind of the same way. The thing is that he could fix the situation if he decided to work on himself and work on the relationship, but he doesn't. He's just like, he's very much like ignores everything. And it's very frustrating because things are not going to get better by ignoring them. Things are going to get progressively worse by ignoring them. But that's his problem. That's his problem. Sepia, me and Derek. What's going on with me and Derek? All right, so what you have here is feeling like there's a long road ahead of you. The Fool is in reverse, which means something else could be exposed around this situation that you guys might have to deal with. I don't know what it is, but Fool in reverse is usually something where the cat gets let out of the bag and you got to deal with it. You can't ignore it. The Eight of Cups is in reverse. One or both of you may be pulling your energy away from this situation. Two of Cups is in reverse, and so is the Two of Wands. So that would be like an ending is near or an ending is coming, and maybe not even being ready for it. Now, once again, logic. Logic doesn't always equal. So it could be, you could see a change in him when you finally decide to move forward with your life. Who knows what happens? He may not be prepared for that. And actually, he may feel very hurt. How do you like that? But there's no logic here. You can't try to apply logic to these situations. Listen to your intuition and don't hold yourself back. You're not going to hold yourself back. You get happiness coming in around you, and when your life starts to move forward, I think he's not going to like that. But I think your life is moving forward. He may have a lot of stupid crap going on around him, but his life isn't moving forward. Your life is going to move forward. And then he's going to realize that you're not going to want him anymore, and he's going to be very upset about that. And that's exactly what he should be, and that's what he should get. At some point, I think that he tries to come back, and he tries to get back into a relationship with you, but at that point, I don't even know if you would want to even discuss it with him, but we'll see when we get there. Kayla, how does M the Pisces feel about me? Does he want to be with me still? Okay. All right, I don't know where you are in the relationship, but it does look like there is room for growth between you and him, and things should be moving forward. He does have interest in things moving forward. You might have to just give it a little bit of time, but I do think that he does want to be with you. Dylan, what's the problem? Tell me he's got to go out. Shit. Julie, I know you can. You said that Chamberlain is better, but can I? Yeah, I think, and both of them came up pretty high when I did it before. I think one just came up a little higher than the other. Yeah. You could do it at either. You could do it at either. One was just a little higher than the other. Dylan, what's going on? All right, let me go see what he needs. What's the problem? You want water? Hang on. What do you need? Water? Maybe he just wanted water. I think I'm going to have to take him out, though, soon. Angels, how will this call with Nathan go today? How will the call with Nathan go today? Well, there's indecision and there's bickering around it. But you got good karma coming in around it. I would be prepared, though, for bickering and arguing. But then you got some good karma coming in. Universal Ella, general love for the next 2 weeks. Being guided by the divine and feeling prepared, which is good. Backwards, feeling prepared. If you're not with anyone right now, you do have a stable relationship coming in with a Capricorn. There's also a fire sign here that's also going to be pretty persistent. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may be leaving regret and negativity in the past and moving forward with your love life. You've got the Magician here. You can pretty much manifest anything you want. So focus on what you want more of, not what you want less of. Malika, financial reading. Pretty soon you should be feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, and at least you can exhale. You may not be exactly where you want financially, but you're in a much better place. It also looks like the world is at your feet, and you should have success or things move forward financially. Now, the Knight of Cups in reverse can be like making great strides in a savings account and saving money, or putting money away for something. Whatever it is, it would be quick growth. Fia, how did Linford feel about our date tonight? Good. Felt focused. Felt like the love cup was full. Felt like things were moving forward. Feels like there's room for growth and transformation. Adriana, are we going to live together someday? Yeah, I think you will. Yeah, he's going to treat you with a lot of respect. Nisha, events coming up with me and T. There may be a little bit of anxiety around this situation because you may feel like things are not growing and transforming the way you want them to, or he doesn't put in a whole lot of effort. I don't know where you are in the relationship, but things may be a little bit slow and stagnant for a while, and you may feel like you're not seeing a whole lot of justice. But at some point, it could change, and the love cup starts to feel a little bit more full, and the two of you start a new journey of some type. You might have to kind of get through some kind of a little bit of turmoil. Like, it doesn't look like arguments or anything. It just looks like he may not put in enough effort for you, and you may be getting a little bit annoyed. Oh, there's no communication. Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be much communication right now. Caribbean, is there a new job opportunity coming my way? Okay, any new job opportunities coming in? Yeah, don't worry. If you've been feeling worried, let go of the anxiety because I think you have a couple of opportunities coming in relatively soon this winter. Kiki, general. That's strength, stepping into your own personal strength, feeling like the weight of the world is melting off your shoulders and life starts to get unstuck for you. Not bad. Moving forward, you've got a Sagittarius around. I don't remember if we spoke about a Sagittarius before, but this could be a new love interest coming in. It also looks like you might be going back to school and your intuition is heightened, so listen to your intuition. See the question yet. All right, I'm going back up to the top. I just want to make sure I haven't skipped over anyone, but I think that I did pretty good. I'm waiting for Layla A. And while I wait for Layla, I will do, I'll do Kiki. I feel in need to travel. Is that a bored feeling? Okay. Could be. Could be. Feel the need to travel. Am I just bored? You could be bored, but you know what? If you do travel, it's going to do you a world of good. If you can travel right now, um, and it looks like it change. I mean, obviously, if you travel, it's going to change the energy around you because you're going to be in a different location, and it like doing something out of the blue that's different just changes the energy around you. It just has to. So it would not be a bad idea for you to travel now. Layla, why am I procrastinating so much? Am I scared of something? Aha, that's a good one. Usually, yeah, and you know, it sounds so crazy, but you could be scared of your own success. Let's see. Yeah. All right. We only make decisions from two places: fear and love. So you're either afraid of something or you love something. So let's say, for example, the question about traveling. If you choose to travel, let's say, for example, the opportunity came to go to Paris, right? And you always wanted to go to Paris. If you made the decision to go to Paris, it would be out of love because you've always wanted to do that and that would make you happy. If you chose not to and you didn't want to go, it would have to do with a fear, like the fear of flying or the fear of being in a foreign place or fear of traveling alone, whatever it is, it would have to be a fear. So it's one of two things that you make your decision from. So if you're procrastinating and putting something off that you know that you really want to do, it's out of a fear. And it does look like eventually, whatever it is, you do it. So that's positive. And the world is at your feet, and it could be something that you decide to just do quickly. I don't know what we're talking about here, but let's just say, for example, it's something simple like getting a tattoo. Like my first tattoo, was I afraid? Yeah, I was afraid. And I asked everyone, oh, how much does it hurt? But then it's like you get it done and it's not that big of a deal. And then, you know, life moves on. But there's fear there. If you love the tattoo enough and that's what you really want and it means that much to you, then you do it. So anytime you're struggling with something, it's always a great question to ask, what is it that, where am I making this decision from? Fear or love? And it has to be one of the two situations. In a bad relationship and you're afraid to leave, why? Because I'm never going to be loved again. I'd rather be treated like shit than ignored for the rest of my life, whatever. Or I'm in a bad relationship, but I don't want to leave my husband because I have kids and I love my kids and I'm afraid of what it might do to them. Fear. Like it's got to be either fear or love. So then the next part of that is to vibrate on the higher frequency, making the decision out of love and overcoming your fear will bring in greater success and it will keep your elevation lifted. So depending on what the decision is or what the circumstance is, yeah, procrastination. But it looks like whatever it is, you get over the hump and you do it. Goddess, housing for the first 2 weeks of December. Well, you have good luck and you have a wish, but it doesn't look like anything stable. Like, I don't know what your situation is right now. If you're staying with somebody and it's temporary, it looks like you have more temporary crap happening in early December. But then the Five of Pentacles is in reverse, which is positive when it comes to money. So at that point, you may be thinking about you having choices. You'll have choices whether or not you want to do something permanent, maybe, but that might not be in the first 2 weeks. You may continue to float around between now and the middle of December, and then you may make a big change. Ronnie was asleep earlier. Did a spirit yell out my name? Oh God. Yeah. And it's always like, it's really weird to explain that, right? When you hear things, it's like you're not hearing them like you're hearing me talk right now. It's like you're hearing it in your head. I don't know how to explain it, but I know what you mean. It's so weird. Samantha, messages from Spirit. It's so weird. Seven of Air. Plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. The Ace of Water. Falling in love with the resurgence of a relationship. Spiritual growth, enhanced intuition, and a new home. Three of Water. A celebration, a wedding, a graduation, or a birth announcement. The need to have more fun. It was loud, yeah, I know. It's loud, but it's loud in a weird way, right? It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Because you know that no one else can hear it. Kiki, would my dad plan a trip with me if I asked? Yes, I think he will. My most painful one was the first one I got, which was on my low back. The tattoo guy said that it was because it's over a kidney. But then another tattoo guy told me that that's not true. He said that the needle only goes in so deep, so it doesn't really matter where you get them. It's all the same. I don't know. I feel like there's a couple of spots up here that could get a little bit intense. I thought that the wrist would be bad, but the wrist wasn't. I don't know. Anyway. Kiki, when do you see me entering college finally? Oh, didn't you just get that school? You may be going back to school? Could be this winter. I don't know if there's a possibility that you go back in January. Or, I mean, the winter, right? So it might not even be. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The semesters, you could go back in January, but you could also go back at probably later on in the winter time as well. Kiki, could you maybe explain the dreams I'm having? All right, dreams are a couple of things, right? I mean, I've also had bizarre dreams, like where I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Like where like they're just like weird things. I can't remember what it was, but there was some weird, I don't know, animal or something. All right, dreams are a couple of things. If it's people, places, and things that are reoccurring, that are like emotional connections to you, and you keep dreaming about it, it's something that you're processing to get over, or to like your brain is trying to process it because it doesn't make sense. Like, say for example, common, right? This is so common. You've been involved with somebody, they screwed you over somehow, the relationship ended, or it didn't end and you got ghosted, and there's some kind of bullshit that happened. Now you start having these recurring dreams about this person, or they keep showing up in your dreams. It has nothing to do with them, and it has more to do with you, what's going on in your subconscious. Your brain is trying to make sense of what happened, and it's coming out in your dreams. Whether it makes sense or not in the dreams, it doesn't make a difference. It's always a good sign because it means that you're getting rid of it. It's going to go. It's going to stop. You know, you're mourning it, whatever, and it's leaving. Now, sometimes like there are dreams, like my father and I have this dream. It's crazy. It's not always the same. Like sometimes I'm in a bus, sometimes I'm in a car, sometimes I'm driving, sometimes I'm on a train. You know, he even said his gets even sicker than mine. It's like going up a hill so high that you can't see the other side. And as you're going up, you start to feel like you're sliding backwards. And almost feel like you're going to fall out, right? Now, my dad, sometimes he'll get over to the top and then he has to like slide down the hill on his back. That never happened to me. But that's something that's going on in the subconscious. You know, I don't know exactly what you're dreaming, so it's hard for me to exactly tell you what's happening in the dreams. But if you're seeing people that have represented crazy emotional situations, that's positive because you're dreaming it out of your subconscious, which is good because you don't want to store that crap in your subconscious because you don't want it to go out into the universe again. You're getting rid of it through the dreams. Dreams are, they're so crazy. They're so crazy. Yeah, there you go. You're moving on. Those dreams are telling you that you're moving forward. You're taking control of your life and you're moving forward. I don't know what the hell you're dreaming, but that's what the cards suggest. Tyquina, why did K go in my phone? Why did K go in my phone? Why did K go in my phone? Well, there's sharp energy around this situation. I don't know if you had an argument with this person. They want to see what's going on in your phone. There's no doubt. There's sharp energy here. They weren't successful. I don't think that they saw anything. But the Hermit is in reverse, which means they're not going to talk about it, or they don't want to talk about it. If you confront them, they're not going to give you much. I don't know. I don't know why somebody would do that other than... I mean, to me, it's like, like that to me feels violating. I mean, I'm not hiding anything from anyone, but don't touch my shit, you know? And I wouldn't do it to anyone. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, I wouldn't go in somebody else's purse either. I don't know. I just wouldn't. Asia. How does Clairvius feel about me? Thinks that you're stable, kind, attractive, successful. They think that you're very intelligent, smart, warm-hearted, caring, loyal, sincere, creative, and unique. Kiki, any angel messages for my school or career? Angel messages. School or career? The King of Air, brilliant, impartial, diplomatic, and professional. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Nine of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Justice, Archangel Raguel, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right and stand up for your beliefs. Interesting. Very interesting. Self-employment. Hmm. Leanna, will I ever get married? Will I ever get married? Yeah, and it could be to a Sagittarius. Possible Sagittarius comes in. Hattie, what's the question? Tyquina, higher self reading. Things are going to change for the better for you quickly. Don't be afraid to lay down the law and stand up for what you know is right. Walking away from something or someone or some situation that's not working for you anymore will bring in new opportunities. Listen to your intuition. Definitely your intuition is pretty strong. And you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, even if it's not like going back to college. Sometimes this is like, I don't know, taking ceramics on Tuesday night, whatever it is, it would be positive and you would get something out of it. So if you're thinking about taking a course or learning something new, it would serve you well. Kiki, any info on Zach? Am I still on his mind? Okay. You are on his mind. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't heard from him. Let's see. Well, it could be slow and steady wins the race, but you got success around this situation. You should hear from him. You got good karma coming in around this relationship, too. Yeah, you should be hearing from him at some point relatively soon, I think. And he does think about you, so I don't know why he's not reaching out. Maybe he just hasn't gotten around to it yet. You know, sometimes if he doesn't have, like, not just him, but anyone, sometimes if people don't have enough time to talk, they kind of put it off. I've done that myself. Asia, is Sharif being faithful to me? Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Sepia, will a job come in time for me to move out before Derek starts his mess with me before the new year? Okay, let's see. Will a new job come through for me to move out before Derek starts to mess with me? I think you do get a new job relatively soon. I don't know what the situation is with him as far as like how long you can stay there or when you have to when you're going to move or any of that stuff, but it looks like you do get a job relatively soon, and you could even have a couple of choices between now and the end of the year. So I think something happens before the new year. You all right, Dylan? Make yourself comfortable. He gets me nervous getting so close to the end of the bed. He's got it. Happy. Is RD happy in his relationship? Okay. I would say for the most part, yeah. Yeah. He's a pussy. I hate that. You don't know how much I hate that. But I know, and it's usually the people that act like they're big and tough that are the biggest pussies. Kiki, any date with Zach will read any date. Okay, when he'll reach out. Okay. Before the end of the year. Yeah. I would say before the end of the year you should hear from him. AG the Goat, General Love. Okay, you've got, all right, depending on where you are in your love life, this could be peace and tranquility comes over your current relationship. If you're not in one, this could be a Sagittarius that comes in that can be significant. The relationship could be grounded and stable too. Being guided by the divine, the magician, put out into the universe exactly what you want in a partner because you just may get exactly what you want. There's also a Cancer coming in around you. Cause for celebration comes in as your life starts to move forward. You've got a Libra here and a Taurus. And the next relationship you enter should be a soulmate connection. So you may have some options coming in, which, you know what? Enjoy. Kiki, what's wrong with him? And what does he think of me? You know what? He thinks that there's a lot of room for growth and, around a relationship with you. He thinks that you're a little deep, mysterious, persistent, attractive, successful, hardworking, grounded, stable, and intelligent. What's wrong with him? You know, it's like some people are just like that. You know, I think most people, I think, do a great job at self-sabotaging themselves. But some people do an extraordinarily good job at self-sabotaging themselves. And he may be one of those people. Just acts out in his, not in his best interest. Yeah. A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. That's why I try myself to just be conscious of what I'm doing, because, you know, like sometimes you could see it so clearly for someone else, but then you may be doing the same thing and not realizing that you're doing it. So I try to like think like, all right, you, like, where am I acting from? Where am I making decisions from? But I think he does, he self-sabotages himself, and then he probably plays the victim. E.g., is the Aquarius woman my soulmate? Sure feels like it. Okay, is this Aquarius woman a soulmate relationship? A soulmate connection? Could be a soulmate connection. Yeah. Things around that relationship could change pretty quickly for the better with the Eight of Wands. How can I attract people on my level of vibration? Yeah, okay. So this is what they say, that the higher your vibration is, this is one thing that I never understood about that. And I've said it before. How people attract things that are not like, all right, they say that you have to be on the same vibration as the other person in order to attract them, right? But I've attracted into my life a lot of like shitty friends. Um, and not like, I don't even really rely on people for things, but like if I said to you, I'm going to meet you tomorrow night for coffee, I would meet you. I would not back out. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I backed out on someone. I just don't do it. Like if I make plans with someone, I follow through. That's just how I am. More often than not, I find that people back out. They back out at the last minute, or they never had any intention of following through. They just told you that they were going to. So I could never understand how I could attract those types of people when I don't do that. So that's one thing that I don't get. That how is it that I call in friends like that? Like, and I don't even like make plans with like people often, but yet it happens to me all the time. You know what happened to me too recently, which was another thing. My babysitter wasn't available. She was sick. So I went through care.com, which is how I found the original babysitter. And I had a whole conversation with this. She was 31. It's not like she was like 16. A whole conversation about what I needed. The hours were from like 4:30 to 7:30, whatever. How much money she wanted to be paid, which was like significantly more than I pay my normal babysitter, but I agreed to it. And she never showed up. Never showed up. I don't understand. I don't understand how that happens because I don't ever not show up. So I don't get it. But so when it comes to the vibration thing, I don't I don't know if I fully understand it because I call in so much crazy shit to my life. But raising your vibration and coming from like a clearer space should help to pull in people that are vibrating at your frequency. Now, I'm not saying that I don't make mistakes, but it just seems like vibration wise, what I get back sometimes from people is not what I put out. And it's like I knew that this bitch wasn't going to show up. I knew it. So I sent a message confirming. Well, the night before, I said, I just want to make sure that you know I have a big dog. No response. 1:30 the next day, I reached out to her again and said, I just want to confirm that you're going to be here at 4:30. No response. Now, a normal person probably would have gone and found somebody else, but I didn't because I thought, oh, well, what if she just shows up? But what I should have done is found somebody else, and then if she showed up, I should have turned her away. But I didn't, and my neighbor wound up babysitting for me that night. But it pisses me off on so many levels because like somebody else needed a job, could have been paid. Like I turned away 3 other people that answered the ad because I said, and they were going to not only needed the job and wanted the job, but they were much less money, whatever. So I don't know. I don't want to give you the wrong information about that. But I think that when it comes to it, it's like I said, I don't know that I always do it right. But as far as like raising your vibration and getting out of like the lower frequencies, I would try to stay away from things like gossip. Gossip is low vibration. And people that gossip usually tend to congregate with other people that gossip. I would try to limit social media. I would also try to do things that make you feel happy, like things that make you laugh, like even if it's watching a stupid movie or laughing, singing, dancing, even if you're by yourself in your house and singing and dancing, it's fun, who cares? And doing things creative, I think, also helps to raise your vibration. And when your vibration is high, you should start calling in people that are vibrating at that frequency. But like I said, sometimes I feel like I don't always do that right. Or I might be missing a link somewhere. because I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like the never showing up people, that I have so many of them that have gone through my life since I'm a kid. When meanwhile, I've never not shown up for anything. Lovely. Love. You've got cause for celebration coming in around love. Current love relationship strengthens if you're in one. If you're not in one, you got a Leo coming in. You also have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may be choosing to walk away from something that doesn't work for you. If you do, you'll start a new journey and then you'll have a wish around it. I don't know where you are in your love life, but good times are ahead or things are getting better. You're no longer holding yourself back, and it looks like you're listening to your intuition. And the Wheel of Fortune, good luck. Good luck is coming on you. Lovely. Um, I dreamed of my two exes, and I found a 666 number on my steak. Well, what I would say to that would be that, and this was in the dream that you had the 666. I would say that that in your dream, your subconscious is processing those two people out as being negative entities. That's what I would say. That's what I would say about that. Let's see what the cards have to say. I believe that the numbers 666 in that chart, you know, there's that chart that people posted. I think the sixes just mean that you really have to rearrange your thinking, right? Let me look it up. Okay. Yeah. Being ready for changes in your life. Yeah, seeing the numbers. Whenever there's a problem, the angels send, okay, and this means get back into balance as soon as possible and refocus your goals. What I'm thinking is the um the two X's being in the dream followed by the numbers is rearranging how you think, or changing your shifting the types of people that come into your life. Like the change is coming now, so those types aren't going to show up anymore. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see what the cards say. Yep. No longer holding yourself back. Listening to your intuition brings in some good luck. Moving forward, you're not afraid to lay down the law and express what you need in a relationship. You listen to your intuition, and there's success. Leads to success. That's what I think it means. Oh, you actually went to lunch and saw it. Either way, those sixes mean a new way. It means change and a new way of thinking, or um, like rerouting. It's like rerouting your direction. I think it's positive. I don't think it's negative. Goddess weekly messages from me and Jay. Will it progress? Okay. It should progress. Yeah, there should be some progression this week. Yeah. Yes, success around feeling like the fruits of your labor are coming into fruition. All right, I think I finished the super chat. So let's cut off the super chats. I will do the moderators. And while I wait for the moderators, I will get through some people I didn't get to here. Okay. Arian. Should Arian give Tyree a birthday gift? And how would he feel if she gives him a gift? Okay. I wouldn't yet. It suggests to hold back because the timing isn't right just yet. I don't know. It might be too much too soon. Or if you are going to do something, I would do something really simple and minimal. I wouldn't do anything that's over the top because it would be too much at this point. Mail general for tomorrow. You got a wish happening tomorrow, but there also could be some sharp energy. Well, I mean, it could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Otherwise, the King of Swords could be some sharp energy around. Overall, it looks like it's a pretty peaceful day. There's room for growth and transformation, and you're being guided by the divine. Overall, tomorrow looks pretty good. Intuition is heightened. Yeah, tomorrow looks like it's a decent day. Swords keep showing up, though. There may be some kind of an issue that's a little bit cutting because the swords keep showing up. Unless there's an air sign around you that's significant. Aquarius, Gemini. Sepia, love into next week. Being guided by the divine makes you feel like finally you could breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe moving on to greener pastures. Something could happen that moves you forward quick next week. Listen to your intuition. Love cup is full, but you may have to lay down the law and set up some boundaries. Got a Virgo coming in. I don't know if we've seen the Virgo before. Water sign is here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and also Sagittarius, and a Virgo is here. So let's see what happens next week. Oh, that could be your mom then. Maybe that's the sharp energy. That's possible. Sharp energy around. She's not happy about that. All right, that's it for me tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I'll be on tomorrow. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.